bit much for today. I'm really trying to make bandanas happen. I'm in love with it for my 5-foot ass. That's huge for me. I feel like it adds a lot of visual interest. Okay. Hello, my friends. I'm here with an outfit for you. My pal's picking me up shortly here, and this is what I'm wearing. We're gonna start on the top layer. This is kind of my go-to, my trusty long Mac jacket. I thrifted this a few years ago, and I've truly just worn the living daylights out of it. And it was heavily inspired by this image of Annette Bening with her sandwich. And so I looked for a really, really long time for one in this kind of more olivey shade. And I've added a couple of brooches today. I've got my little squiggle and my little star for a little personality. And then the outfit underneath, I'm wearing a thrifted vintage wool sweater. And it's not perfect. I have to have it kind of strategically tucked up at the back because it's, you know, mid-thigh length, which is my eternal struggle with knitwear being very short. But once it's tucked, because the waistband is pretty snug, it kind of stays once I give it that tuck. And it's, you know, it works. I think I thrifted it for less than $15. So for me, I'll probably get a good 3-4 seasons of wear out of this before I find the one. And sometimes that works, you know? It meets a lot of the criteria, it ticks a lot of the boxes, and knitwear is just notoriously very difficult lengthwise. For my 5-foot ass. Pants, I'm doing these paint splattered Carhartts again. I can't remember if I've already talked about these in this video, but I wrote about them recently on Substack, just about how I'm really loving workwear references, and I really love when clothes feel personal and they have that patina of a life well lived. And for me, workwear it just looks so much better the more busted it gets. And then to finish things off, I've got my little red clogs. This is a pretty practical choice because they're rubber, they're good when it's raining, and they've got kind of like a 2-inch little clog platform. So I find these are really, really great for rainy weather, like my feet never get wet. And I've got some little cozy wool socks with them. And then I felt like I wanted a little bit of punctuation at the waist. So I've got this thrifted belt, and it's pretty busted. It's got lots of great patina on it. I love the circular buckle. And now I just need a bag. So I think I'm just gonna stick with the yellow. That's the outfit. I'll be back soon. Hello, my friends. I'm back with another outfit for you. I'm just nipping out to run a couple of errands. It's sunny, it's windy. It's the perfect day for this mohair knit that I don't really get to wear all that often. It's one of those sweaters that's too warm to wear under a coat unless it's proper cold, which it doesn't really get proper cold here where I live very frequently. So it's too warm to wear layered under anything. It kind of only works as a standalone. But as you can imagine, living in the Pacific Northwest, it gets a little damp. So I feel like I really only get a handful of days where this sweater really makes sense. And because it's mohair, it definitely, there is kind of a sensory element to it. Like mohair is just kind of inherently a little bit scratchy and tickly almost. I wouldn't say it's not so scratchy, like it's not rough, but it does kind of annoy me. It's not the sweater that I would reach for just being cozy working from home. It's something that I prefer to, like, I put a layer under it and I wear it because I love the way it looks, not necessarily because I love the way it feels. But I do really love the way it looks, and you'll see why in just a second. This is the outfit. So I call this my Lego sweater, and it used to be a lot longer. I'll include a little photo here. And I shortened it. I cut it shorter and then I re-knit the hem with some ribbing, which I actually think I might redo this year, just with a few more tricks up my sleeve. I feel like I didn't quite get the needle size correct, and it doesn't have the silhouette that I want. Like, it kind of sticks out a little bit too much. But, you know, that's okay. It's wearable now, whereas before it was tricky for me to wear it because it was so long and the hem was so tight. I felt like I couldn't really move. So I'm wearing a favorite pair of jeans of mine. They're really fitting very differently these days. They used to kind of fit slouchy, but they're definitely feeling more baggy on me right now. And so I've just done this like easy little trick. I've just folded over the waistband, which is something that helps, I find, especially if you're like me and you have a shorter torso. If the high waist denim is not sitting right, sometimes folding it over and making it more of a mid-rise vibe is a good way to go. Tuck that sweater in a little bit. Sue me, I love a French tuck. I really love these jeans, and if they get to a point where they are objectively too big, I do think that I would consider adding some darts and altering them so that I can keep wearing them, because they've just got the most perfect distressing, and they feel like wearing soft pants. They do. Maybe what I would do is add elastic to the waistband. Ooh, we've got ideas. This isn't the time to talk them out though. The rest of the outfit, this little yellow bag. Been carrying this pretty consistently over the last few weeks. I really like a little pop of lightness, pop of brightness. I always like to have that fun pop of color somewhere in my outfit, which is why I get so much wear out of those red Birkenstock clogs. I wear the living daylights out of those. I love that little punctuation. Today, I'm just wearing my Boston clogs though, my brown, easy, comfy. Like I said, I'm just nipping out to run a couple of errands. I'm really trying to make bandanas happen. That was something that I played a lot with while I was camping this summer. And it's very practical because my hair is challenging and I find it overstimulating when it's all around my face. I'm trying to give like chic, outdoorsy, female climbers in the 70s in Yosemite type energy, but I do fear that it does give prison Mike a little bit, which is a bummer, but it's practical, keeps my hair out of my face, which on a windy ass day like today is gonna be more important, I think, than the overall aesthetic of it all. I'm gonna go now because I've been rambling for over 10 minutes, if you can believe that. I'm sure you can, because what else is new? Hi, I'm back with another outfit. I'm just about to head out the door to go to a Legree class, and then I think I'm gonna go and grab a matcha after and maybe take myself on a brief, cheeky thrift date. I've been craving the thrift store lately. I haven't gone thrifting like by myself with my headphones in months. I've kind of done a couple of quick whips through the thrift store. I've drifted through the thrift, as I said to my husband the other day, but I haven't gone thrifting. There's a different energy. I think you probably will understand what I'm talking about. And I'm in the mood to thrift today. So this is what I'm wearing. I've got my sporty like crop bra and bike shorts underneath this outfit for Legree, and then I'm just gonna bundle up in these layers after class because it's quite chilly today, but it's dry. So I've got a chance to bring out a very special knit. This sweater belonged to my dad, and it is my most prized possession in terms of my garments. And maybe someday I'll tell the whole story of it, but I don't have time right now. And then my trusty red sweats, little grip socks, and Boston clogs, and this yellow bag. Very simple, very cozy outfit. Yeah, easy breezy, you know? Because that's what the day calls for. I'll be back with another outfit for you soon. Hello, I'm back with another outfit for you. Going out for an impromptu date night with my husband, and he was wearing his sweater that he wore to our wedding. So, oh, hi, buddy. So I decided that I had to wear my sweater that I wore to our wedding as well. So the sweater is from Bare Knitwear, and I wore it to my wedding. And I'm just going pretty cash with jeans. These are different pair than the ones I wore a couple of outfits ago, a little bit more cropped at the ankle. And then I've got those cute little embroidered flats that I've been wearing a lot. And this is a styling idea that I've been really wanting to try with them, with this beautiful fluffy pair of cashmere and Angora socks that I also got for our wedding. So that's cute. We're not celebrating an anniversary or anything. We just don't feel like cooking dinner, so we're going out. But once he put on his wedding sweater, I had to do the same. And then I'm trying to decide which bag. Do I want a little pop of red, or do I want the more mellow brown? I actually think I'm vibing with the brown. I feel like it lets the shoes have more of a moment. That's the outfit, easy, cozy, cash. Gonna go and get some schnitzel. So I've just been having a nice puttery morning, and my next step is to get ready because I'm meeting an internet pal for coffee. She's in town for the afternoon. So I'm meeting up with her to have a little coffee and a little snack in a little while. But I figured while I have you here, we might as well just do a little get ready together. Why not, right? I'm the boss around here. You'll have to forgive me. I was going to do a get ready with me, but then I decided to FaceTime my little mom instead, which, you know, way she goes. She's my best pal. I gotta talk to her every day. So I'm kind of midway through the outfit. I'm wearing jeans. I've got cozy wool socks. I've got just a white t-shirt underneath this. And then this is my dad's sweater. It's my sweater now. My dad gave it to me. And I know it makes him smile every time I wear it. And it's one of my very favorite things. I didn't love the way that it was fitting last year, and so I didn't really wear it very much, but it's back to fitting in a way that feels good. Though I will say I've always longed to replace this zipper with a two-way because I feel like I would like it more if I could split it at the bottom, because it is, you know, it's longer than I would like it to be. I'm babbling. Let's keep going with the outfit. I've worn a similar combo to this before that I really liked. It's gonna keep me relatively dry, cozy. That feels good. It feels easy. Because it's raining, I'm gonna do my red Super Berkeys. They're my favorite rain shoe. This is usually the bag I carry when it's raining. Feels like a bit much for today. This is the bag I was carrying yesterday. I don't like 3 different shades of brown though in one outfit. That's a no-no for me. The pop of red I'm already getting with the shoe. This yellow I have just been honestly reaching for so often. That's definitely a contender. I love the contrast that it offers. I also kind of like the idea of my distressed black leather. I don't wear very much black. I always kind of opt for a soft black versus like a true black, which I think I've probably mentioned already in this video or another recent one because I never shut up about it. But when I do wear black, I like to have an echo. I don't like black to just be a standalone color. For whatever reason, okay, I think I'm saying no to those bags. The other contender is her, the magnetism bag. Ooh, it's gonna be black, classic. Gonna do my red Super Berkeys. I'm gonna throw a waxed cotton baseball cap in my bag, and I'm gonna go meet up with a friend. I'll be back with another outfit soon. Hello, I'm here with another outfit. I've gotta be quite quick because I'm on my way out the door to go and meet my husband for lunch at his clinic. And he's gonna give me a treatment as well. He's a chiropractor. So I'm really looking forward to that because I've been pretty creaky the last couple of days. That's not important though. What's important and what you're here for is the outfit. I'm wearing this cozy James Street knit. This is the chunky low pullover. I think this is my 4th year with it, and it remains one of my best purchases and most worn garments ever. I just absolutely love it. Every time I put it on, I feel great. It's just one of those pieces that just is so easy, and it's the perfect weather for it outside today. It's quite gloomy and cool, but it's dry. The pants are thrifted sweatpants that I shortened. I desperately wish I could give you brand information. I wish I could have brand information because if I knew what brand they were, I would order them in every single color. They're my favorite pants, but sadly, there's no info, and that's devastating for all of us. The bag is also thrifted, this little waterproof cutie. The socks are a really cozy cashmere and alpaca blend. They're quite fluffy, and I bought them for my wedding, and I wear the living daylights out of them. And then the little embroidered slippers are thrifted. Okay, that's the outfit. Away I go. Hello, my friends. I'm back with another outfit. I'm feeling really excited about this one. This is the little shrug that I knitted, and I did not make it with this intention, but it fits so perfectly over this long coat. I'm so into it. The outfit under is really simple. I'm just heading out. Some of my dear friends are having a yard sale, and so I'm going to that with my friend, and then we're gonna go and co-work in a cafe. It's a Saturday, but she's got an engagement party to plan, And I've got a few little bits and bobs that I want to finish up for you too. So we're gonna go and sit and work together after we check out this yard sale. So I want to be comfy, cozy, cute, the 3 C's. This is just a merino base layer. It's, I want to say icebreaker, and I've had it for years. It's the perfect medium heathered gray. I wear a merino base layer nearly every day through the cold months. I just find them so practical. And I love a little layering moment, and I'm desperately hunting for a striped one so I can have a little striped sleeve poking out of my chunky knits. I can see it now. I've got my trusty red sweats, and then I've got the same combo that I did in a recent outfit. And then I've busted out this trusty little waterproof bag again. This is the bag that I reach for at this time of year. It's just so practical and so cute. And I like that the stripe, the navy and the stripe kind of picks up that shoe a little bit, gives that kind of an echo in the outfit. And I'm really, really into it. This feels just so cozy. It feels cool. I feel like it adds a lot of visual interest. So that's the outfit. And that's all I've got to say. I'll be back with another one soon. Hello, I'm back with another outfit for you. We're cozy, we're casual. I just got back from running some errands, and I'm really into this outfit. It's very simple, but it's usually the simple ones that I repeat the most frequently, and this is definitely one that I will be reaching for again. I would not blame you if you were absolutely sick of hearing me talk about this hoodie. It's everybody world, and it's perfect. The bag will also be familiar, this little striped waterproof waxed canvas cutie that I wore probably every single day last fall and winter. It's so great. And then I've really liked it. I've paired it with these embroidered floral flats a couple of times now. I think I might have actually even been wearing this combo in my most recent video in this collection of outfits. Don't quote me, but anyways, I really like these two prints together. There's a real art to mixing prints. And I don't really have very many prints in my wardrobe. So when I find a couple that I really like together, I will often reuse that combo again and again. And especially when it's an accessory, I love putting my bags and shoes and jewelry into little teams of different tones that I want to communicate. Because as you know, if you've been here for any length of time, you know that I view accessories as the punctuation to your outfit. They're what helps you to set the tone. And so I like to create little teams for different moods that I'm trying to convey. And if I'm wearing something really simple, like a hoodie and fatigues, I can add this little jazzy combo to bring some personality to it. If I'm looking for something that feels a little bit more polished or a little bit more elevated, sometimes I'll go with a shoe and a bag that match. Different punctuation for different needs. And the needs of today were to feel comfy, cozy, cute, and a little bit kooky. These pants, I don't know if you will recognize these. I think that these predate my YouTube outfit videos. They are OG 107 military fatigues. They're vintage. And I think this is my third pair of this same style of pant that I've had in a few different sizes over the years. They're a classic and I love them. However, this specific pair has not fit me comfortably in a couple of years. So they've been stashed away, and thought it might be a good time to try them on because I've noticed that my clothes are fitting differently these days. And lo and behold, they fit exactly how I like them to once again. You know, these things ebb and flow, baby, and that's totally fine. Another pair of pants for the rotation in a color that's different than any of my other bottoms. That's huge for me. This style of pant used to be a mainstay for me. I used to wear them all the time for years. And then I kind of stopped, but I'm curious about revisiting again, and I'm excited that these are fitting and feeling good. What a win. I'll be back with another outfit soon. Hi, I'm here with another outfit, and I'm racing the sun. The sun just keeps popping out from behind the clouds, and it's so bright that I can't film in here. So this is the outfit. Oh, I gotta be so quick. Okay, the sweater, James Street Co., you know this one. The pants I made using thrifted fabric. I've got cozy wool socks from Smartwool and my Boston clogs. This little striped bag. and I'm going to have tea with a pal at her house. So I'm just very slouchy, very cozy, and then I'll be coming home after to work from home for the rest of the afternoon. That's the outfit, and there's the sun. Okay, I'll be back soon. Hello, here with another outfit. I've got to be quick because I'm on my way out the door to meet my husband for lunch. And this is what I'm wearing. I've got this cozy gray Lambswool V-neck sweater that's one of my very favorite, if not my very favorite, thrifted sweater of all time. It's got quite a few little holes, and I've been slowly but surely working my way through all of the repairs. The moths had their way with her before she came into my hands. The jeans are thrifted as well, super cozy, nice and loose in the waistband, just feeling comfy. I'm doing the same accessories combo that I've done quite a lot recently. I've been really into this little striped waterproof bag and these floral embroidered flats, and then I've added the fuzzy sock again too, and I love that combo. I've been wearing it constantly. Another thing I've been wearing constantly, almost every day since I took this off my needles, this little poncho shrug that I made. I'm in love with it. It's the coziest, comfiest, most perfect little layer. It feels just like a little hug, and I've just been adding it to every outfit basically when I'm working from home. Now that the weather's cooling down, I've got my long Mac jacket in case the weather takes a turn. Honestly, who knows at this point? And then I'll pop the shrug over top of the jacket if I do opt for it. That's the outfit. I'm gonna go and meet Ben for some lunch, and then I think we're gonna go for a cheeky thrift.